What's good, man? It's Jay Knight.
It's your boy JDun.
Hisname. It's Parker.
And you are now tuned in to Dominant Roller TV.
You dig?
I thought it was I'ma show you, I'm a dominant roller.
It's Trial with Dominant Roller TV. We got Rapture Ready in the building. How y'all doing, man? What's going on?
Yes,
Like I had to wash my hands to make sure I wasn't doing no gang thing. You gotta keep it holy in here.
Yes,
man, yeah.
You gotta recognize where you at.
I was like, wait. Just in case.
Man, first off, I'm happy to have y'all in the building.
Man, we happy to be
appreciate
here,
it,
bro.
That's real talk, man. Like, I do a lot of just, you know, I guess you'd say secular rappers and artists that normally come through here, but y'all been really taking off in the aspect of like regular rappers. You know what I mean? Like saying that you guys are doing Christian music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm liking the movement. You know, y'all dropping videos back to back, promos back to back. I love it.
Yes,
you
sir.
know,
Appreciate that, man.
like who's behind all of these visuals and things like that?
That's the goal right there.
Okay.
We gonna give honor to God.
There's a
Amen for
We gonna give honor to God, but yeah, man, it's on purpose, bro.
oh yeah.
Okay.
It's on purpose. It's a team effort, but it's on purpose, man.
Yeah.
We came together. Rapture Ready Productions is not just a label; it's a movement.
Yeah, it
And,
definitely
it's
is
an
that.
agenda. So it's this thing going on with Christian rap right now where people are like, they want to shy away from Christianity and say I'm just a rapper that just so happens to be Christian.
Yeah.
But we're saying, man, I'm a beast rapper.
Right.
But I want you to understand, I'm Christian first.
Yes, sir.
And so what we're doing is we're kind of taking that same thing and spinning it over to where I'm going to be the best rapper I can be and compete with the best rappers, but still put the Christian on front of it because I want people to know I'm holding the flag.
Yes,
You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
it,
That's
man.
what we're doing. That's what
I
the
feel
movement
it.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I know that all you guys really are solo artists and you guys were doing your own thing before y'all actually united. You know what I mean? How did that come about?
I'm gonna let Jay Knight
It's
take
crazy.
that
It's crazy the story where I met JDun, man. I was actually hosting a radio show. Shout out to KJD. And where he still does a show. Actually,
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The Rise Above It
The
Hour.
Rise Above It Hour. But
Yeah.
Shameless plug there.
Right, you do.
And,
tune in.
when I was doing the morning show, me and DJ Ren Reezy on the ones and twos, and while I was doing that, I was still working on the music in the background. And so one Freestyle Friday, we had a guest on, and while he was on, I took that opportunity to say, yeah, man, I got that mixtape. You heard me? Go get that down. And one person who went and got that there was this young man sitting to my left, and unbeknownst to me, then he messaged me later that day and was like, yeah, what's up, man of God, and got the project,
Yeah.
And so he was just like, yeah, man, I was peeping. I was like, man, I appreciate that, bro. So we just got to conversing, and it was just crazy how so many coincidences. You know what I'm saying? Like if this wouldn't have happened, then we probably would have never linked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like the school I was working at. That's where he was attending.
So you
see
were
what I'm saying?
you a teacher or?
No, I was actually just working in the offices. The offices part of the school.
Okay.
And he was actually attending.
Okay.
And so I'm like, just peeping dude out. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, you're also a rapper. Is that correct? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm thinking I'm on. You heard me? I was like,
Right.
yeah, man, I sent him to Dat Piff. He peeped and I sent him some more music. That was on Dat Piff. And I was like, oh man, I see. You do your music because he was in the picture with some greats, with some heavy hitters in the game.
Yeah.
Doc No Prison. And so I was like, oh, so G-Force. You know them. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh yeah, I do stuff. And I was like, well, what check you say? I said, well, man, send me something, man. I'm chilling up at work. Let me listen to your stuff. So this brother sends me not only RaptureReadyProductions.com link, he sends me a link to No Vacancies, which was available on iTunes and Spotify, Google Play, and Tidal and all that. I was like, sir. you and I need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And so we got to talking, and then I was like, man, you go to school, why I work?
Right.
And I said, bro, I'm finna come holler at you, dog. And so that's how we linked up, man. I mean, the rest is really history, to be honest with you. 'Cause
That's what's up. So it started off with you two?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna link it to Parker because he started working on his project. Like as soon as me and him got together, we hit the ground running. We dropped the single, "Come For Me," and then we like as soon as the single dropped, it was like what about like 9 weeks of just straight studio work. The wives were like, what is going on? The change of life was complete crazy.
Oh yeah.
So he wanted this guy behind us here, G Servant,
formerly known as
used to know me known as G Servant, and of course Parker now. And this was my first time really. Me and him had met maybe a couple times beforehand, but he came by the crib. And he got on his project, and we started talking the same scenario, like, "Oh man, you on iTunes? Well, how you do that?" And man, we started getting into that conversation and percentages, and then it just became like this. Man, these dudes really trying to do something, but nothing at that time. It was just more like, "All right, cool. I see y'all doing your thing. I'm gonna do mine." You know, he was kind of going through, you know, leaving a label. I'm gonna let him just, you know,
tell me about that, Parker.
I was signed to a label. My boy Corey Hicks, shout out to him, man. Called Longevity Music in 2011, and we did a lot of things, man. Traveled a lot of places. He's kind of like a pioneer in CHH.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, like a lot of the guys started just kind of like, I guess you would say, finding themselves in life because we was all young. So some was going to the Army. Some was going into college, you know. So we basically kind of just split up. So it ended up being just me and Corey at the end of the day.
Wow.
So we ended up just saying, "Hey man, we gonna split," and God just called me to do my own thing. So I started Nowaway Records.
Okay.
So in the midst of that, you know, I'm basically starting from ground zero.
Okay.
You know, from a platform that I had to ground zero. So I met this guy.
You're this guy.
I'm always this guy.
Okay.
I met this guy at the studio. We was doing a song, so he at the computer. My boy Nick was like, "Yeah, man, this guy know what he doing, whoop de woo, you know, all of that." So he at the computer mixing everything down, and I'm like, "So who?" I'm trying to see who he is. I had been doing it for a minute, so I never really knew he was behind the scenes. Must have been. I don't know. He just popped up. So I'm like, man, so we got to talk.
You know what I'm saying?
So we talked that day, and I got a chance to understand like where he came from. You know, he been on the scene, and then boom, I did the feature for him in their studio. Maybe like that was
for
like
J
months
Knight.
later.
Okay.
I think that was about a couple months later. So we did that, and from there, man, just keeping in contact.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
We shared the same visions, and boom.
Hey, that's what's up, man. What about you? Hisname. First off, how you came up with that name, Hisname?
Oh man. For people to say his name is his name.
Okay.
But seriously, man, it's a play on words. But not only that, but it's a deep seated meaning behind it. You know, different stories and different views of my life, different struggles, and some spiritual things that led to that too.
Okay.
But it'll all be recognized when, you know,
the music drops,
pretty much.
Okay, so how did you link up with Rapture Ready?
Man, Rapture Ready. That's a long story. I pretty much been knowing Jay since, I don't want to say since he been knowing music or since he been doing music, but since then. It's been that way back when I was like 14. Man, JDun is like, he's like that person that's been a Christian all day life.
Yeah.
So I was 14. You know, I was 14. Mom would take me to church, and we was going to the same church together at the time. But I was a young dude who really didn't want to be bothered. I just had to go to church because my mama wanted me at church. So that was me. But JDun took me under his wing and was kind of trying to lead me, letting me know, like, you know what I'm saying, you young, but you can really do this. And I wasn't really feeling it, but I was feeling the music.
Okay.
And that's how he got me. He got me with the music when I was young. And he just snatched me and 2 other brothers up, and he just kept us under his wing. And I think I made my first beat with him.
Okay. So you're a producer or you an artist as well?
I'm just an artist. I'm just an artist. But he showed me. I got you. Take the producer role. He just was showing me, you know, because I had a love for music, you know. So he, like I said, he showed me how to make my first beat, man. He set up, man. Actually, a lot of the wisdom that I had at an early age about who God was, I got it from him. And of course, I took off and went and did my own thing. And some kind of way, I grew up and we just bam. I met up with him somewhere out the blue at a Chili's or something.
Okay.
And he gave me no vacancies. Like he ain't asked me to pay for it. He just gave it to me.
Wow.
And man, it was just a blessing for us to see each other. And then from that day, other things happened, and we just kept popping up in the same area. And then
Boom.
I'm here.
Yes.
All right, how is it that you guys do Christian rap, but y'all doing it in a formula that mainstream artists are doing it? You know what I'm saying? Mainstream hip hop, if you will. You know, like how is it? Do you guys come across a lot of conflict with that? Is it easy? Is it hard? Do people accept it? Like, tell me a little bit about
I'm gonna let
that.
Parker talk about that one, man.
Really, we see it as like rap is rap. It's an art form.
Right.
So basically, we put our faith. We put what we believe in it. You know, we believe God. We believe that Jesus saves.
Yeah.
Right.
So we take that and then we incorporate that into rap. Now, rap already has its own like, you know, slangs or terms that they say. So what we do, we blend it in. You know, we all from the same place.
Right.
You know, we in the world, but we not of it. You know what I mean? So we just blend it in. And as far as in terms on like how it comes off, to me, an artist or any person who listens to hip hop, listen to rap or whatever, they want to know, can you rap?
Right.
You know, does it sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say, okay, I'm a Christian artist. They may kind of shy at a little bit, like, oh man, I don't really want to hear about. But then when they get a chance to, really hear it, we put it in their hands.
Yeah.
Then they like, yo, you know, you can spit, you can flow.
Yeah.
So our goal is to hopefully that they'll hear something that inspire them. You know what I mean? To learn about God, get curious about it. Like, man, what these dudes on?
Right.
They look like us, they talk like us. We want to see what's up.
Yeah.
So,
Because I don't think there's a substitute for excellence and hustle and hard work and everything. It crosses the barrier of languages, genres, religions, and whatever you want to call it. It looks the same. That kind of hard work and everything like that. That looks the same across barriers. And so when we start incorporating that into what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, we don't want that to affect anything to affect or hindering before they even get to the music. You know what I'm saying? The labels, the CD covers, the way it even
Everything
sounds
has to
right.
be,
You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be in the spirit of excellence because I'm not gonna say no names.
No, but see, I'm gonna go there. I'm about to go there.
Go ahead.
So this is the conflict that we dealing with.
Go ahead.
Let me give you the conflict. First of all, we're students of hip hop. Everybody in this room is students of hip hop. We never stop listening to mainstream hip hop. I wanna kill that stigma that as a Christian artist I can't listen to mainstream music. I listen to mainstream music.
Right.
I love music. It's a pure love for music. All of us.
So you guys actually listen to like mainstream hip hop?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man. Like all day.
Curse words. What about the curse words? And things?
Yeah, we're adults here, right?
Okay.
No one in this room.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna say this before.
Go ahead, because I'm
you
gonna
do
go
have
ahead.
to. You do have to be careful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got people who, when you just get saved, certain stuff can still affect you. Yeah, stumbling blocks, and obstacles and stuff like that. So yes, you do have to be careful. Now God has blessed me and us to get to a certain point to where
we on strong meat.
Right. We're eating meat now. We're not on milk. You know what I'm saying? So little stuff like cuss word is not gonna affect me going all the way back. Some people it may. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you do have to be careful.
Because I've heard, like, I mean, like when you, first off, it's a spiritual world, right?
Yeah, of course.
And it's a spiritual battle. So a lot of people, I have heard that people say, you have to watch what you listen to, watch what you hear, because you're letting that into your spirit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, by you guys actually listening to that type of stuff, does it affect you a little bit, or do you guys find yourself having to backtrack?
I'm gonna give it to you like this, man. Let's think of a diet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They say, well, man, you know, you can eat a little bit of everything as long as you eat things in
moderation.
That's what the scripture says, right? Then all things do it in moderation. Right. Now, if I'm sitting there eating hot dogs and chips every single day of my life, that's what I become. Nothing but hot dogs and chips inside, right? But if I'm overlapping that with healthy foods like salads, like quinoa, what they call that stuff? The quinoa stuff. This nasty stuff. You know, the nasty stuff. You know, I'm eating really good stuff more than I'm eating the bad. And the good always outweighs the bad.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's. Yeah, that's a word. That's a word right there. Write that down, man. But yeah, that's what it's about. But going back to that conflict, I gotta get this out because it's something that Christian artists period need to hear.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's the stigma of Christian rap when you hear about it? Let's just be realistic.
When I say Jesus, you say Christ.
It sounds whack.
Yeah.
Right? It's corny.
Yeah.
We heard it all. You're a Christian rapper. The second you say you're a Christian rapper, man. You know, or man, you see someone at Walmart that might be giving a CD out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it for God, man. So, you know, what's the thing in church? Because the kid goes up, he can't sing. We're going to give him applause anyway because you're doing it for God, right? Well, this is the stigma. Because we're students of hip hop. We want to make sure that we're on the level of the Nas's, that we're on the level of the Kendrick Lamar's, because we're like, I don't want to look whack. They don't look whack,
Right.
and I don't. Christ ain't whack. So why would I want my gift, the anointing, the purpose that I'm in, look whack to other people? So that means I need to study not just the culture.
Right.
But also study the Christ in the culture, but not just the Christ in the culture, but put Christ back into the culture.
Yes, sir.
Through my lyrics, through my music, and through our purpose. So it's like the conflict comes in that we always fighting against the stigma of whack Christian rappers.
Right.
Not that Christian rap is whack. That's a key word there. Christian rap isn't whack. There's just whack Christian rappers.
Do you feel like do you guys ever feel like being that I'm a Christian rapper, I have to always put Jesus' name somewhere in there to make it that Christian song? Do you have to have
that's a good one.
God or Jesus' name?
That's a good,
Do you have to say
question.
that every time?
Fuck what you say, man.
I kind of just not you don't have to always say God or Jesus, but I think like because of who we are, we have to put some kind of purpose to the song or to the music. I can't just get on there and just like mumble rap a whole bunch of random things. You know, we gotta be able to. Our music gotta have a purpose. You know what I mean? So I try in every one of my verses, every one of my songs. I want you to know that who I believe in. You know, that's my faith. Just to make it solid. But as far as putting like Jesus and God in every song, you don't have to. I don't feel we gotta do that.
Yeah,
it's almost like. Like we're going through. Everybody goes through, no matter whether you're a Christian or whether you're a regular person. Everybody goes through. Your foundation and what you're going through is the outcome. It's the difference. And for us, in our music, everybody, you got two different, viewpoints on music. You got what they would call secular, and you got what they would call Christian hip hop. Well, it's all about the foundation of what you're going through, and the foundation of what you're making. Yeah. That's the difference, and we gotta let that foundation be known. When believers going through, we knowing it's a purpose in going through. When those who are not believers going through, they just think they just going through because that's just life, and it is. But we have a reason, and we always able to pull God out of a situation. So we gonna do that with hip hop.
Perfect example. Some people's escape is gonna be liquor. Some people's escape is gonna be drinking, smoking weed, whatever that escape may be. But when we're rapping, we're like, our escape is Jesus. So even when we talk about depression, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm down. The destination at the end of that song is leading you back to the one who can remove that. And that's what it's all about. It's always leading them back to the destination of Christ. As long as I can get that map to turn around, and in my lyrics, I've made it a point. I don't have to say Jesus in the song, but I made it a point by the end of my bars that you've taken away something that leads you back to Christ in some form.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. I know you said you want to, even though you do gospel, you still want to be on the lines of Nas or Jay-Z or whoever. Okay. So would you guys doing Christian rap? I know I say this a lot, but I know with you guys doing Christian rap. Okay. Do you feel like every time you're in the studio you're doing it for the Lord, or does it still feel like competition? Because rap is a big competition. It's about like, are you guys? Do you guys feel like you're competing as well? Because I've heard other Christian rappers rap.
Yeah.
But it sounds like sometimes they'll throw little slurs about another Christian rapper. You know what I mean? Like, is it this holy competition going on or something?
I
think rap is just a competition.
Okay.
Period.
The origins of it. When they started, rest in peace. Oh boy, man. I ain't gonna say his name right now. But anyway, when it started, it was like oh, bro, I'm better than you. You know, it was you know, out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, Slick Rick and all. I'm telling the story about how we was doing it, and then it was based on the crowd. You know who was doing it. I mean, there's Christian rap battle rappers now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh yes indeed. Saga. You know,
undefeated too, I think.
Yeah. So
how does that go? We're gonna get back to that.
but you, I mean, you remember, man, when we was at school. You know what I'm saying? And we in the gym or outside of the cafeteria. Yeah, I'm spitting, and the point was, you know, to convince them that I'm better than you. So it's always gonna be a bit of a spirit of a competition. I'm not gonna lie. So when it gets to a certain point, like JDun was saying, when it gets to a certain level, when this music gets to a certain height, it has to go there and above. It cannot come back down. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go back and listen to songs from the 90s when we was in high school. You'd be like, man, we thought this stuff was good. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of the stuff still jam, don't get me wrong, but a lot of that stuff we accepted because that's just where music was. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to a certain point, I'm not finna allow what I hold dear, this craft of music, to go backwards. And so sometimes you gotta call some individuals out. Maybe not by name. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to call out the symptoms and let it fall where they lay. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where you say let that lay where it lie. So yeah, it's always gonna be a little bit of competition. And I hear Christian rappers, they'll say certain little phrases and you'll be like, oh, okay. You know, so you kind of get on there, you know, you kind of say your thing. But my thing is, I don't want to call it competition. I just keeping pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make it about anything else but whatever it is your purpose is. You know what I'm saying? Like he said. So when it gets to a point where you just trying to be whatever, or you just trying to do somebody else besides you, then I'm gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying? And if you got something to respond to it, sure.
Alright. I always bring it back to the word, man. It's kind of like this. There was a king named Saul. Saul was made taller than everybody in the Bible. Well, everybody in that time in Israel, because God made him king. He was the first king. This guy's reigning. He's doing all he's supposed to do. He falls out of the grace of God because he did something he wasn't supposed to do. In comes David. Here comes David, and he starts battling Goliath. He starts murdering giants. Wow. And the people are singing songs that they go into the city that says Saul has slain his thousands, but David his tens of thousands. Now, did he make those people sing those songs? No. But they sung them because there was a difference between Saul and David. But this is the thing. David was fighting in the name of the Lord. So when I'm slaying my thousands, I was doing it for God. And if I'm slaying the 10,000s, I'm doing it for God. I'm not stepping on you. What your purpose is. Some may reap 30-fold, the Bible say. Some 60-fold. Some 100-fold. I might be meant to reach 100. This guy here might be meant to reach 1,000. And it's all for the purpose of Christ. So there was competition with the disciples. There was competition with prophets. There was competition with everybody in the Bible. God's he stirs up jealousy anyway. That's in the Word. That's an actual scripture that says God goes and stirs up jealousy. You know, he's not a respecter of persons. He's a respecter of principles. And so if I'm walking in the purpose that I'm supposed to be walking in, then don't step on what I'm doing. Do what God's called you to do. Because I'm not paying attention to what you're doing because I'm too much into what I'm doing. But people come in. He knows this. He knows this. He's learning this. That people are going to come in and see you slaying your giants and get mad because they were just slaying in regulars.
Because of what we believe, like humility is kind of like, you know, something that God honors. So we can't just like pride ourselves, like get on the mic and be like, I'm the rawest, I'm the sick. Right.
I've heard that a lot.
Assert ourselves over another artist that that believe in what we believe in. You know, I think that's not a God. You know what I mean? I just think we should let our skills just be what they are. You know what I mean? And those who praise it, they praise it. You know, and those who may not like it, may not like it. But I think if we get on the mic saying I'm sicker than you, I'm the rawest, I'm the hardest, nah. God really don't honor that, you know.
That's not gonna get us into heaven or not. So
Now
have I said it?
You felt that way before?
Have I felt I was better than another rapper? You know what I'm saying? But it all goes back to, like you said, man, whatever your purpose is. Like, He like okay, they got some rappers out there that I feel are just horrible. But like I said, that's my opinion. But there are some people who
That
are
they
gonna
reach.
that I can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm too complex for them. You know, or JDun is too excited, or Parker is just way over their head, or his name is just too smooth. You know, maybe we're not just meant to reach those people, and I'm cool with that. Now, if they say something about me, that's different. But we gonna get into that.
So is it like an actual like Christian rap beef? Do they have that type of situation?
Yes.
Yeah, it could be.
Somebody
This
dropped
is
a record earlier this year, haven't they?
Yeah,
Talking. I mean, straight. Yeah. Like.
So this is the point I'm trying to make. Wow.
Right.
Is it about God or is it about me looking good doing it for God?
That's a good one.
I would
That's a
say,
good one. That's a good one.
I mean, it's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
This is how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I listen to mainstream hip hop, and I listen to it because I want to hear what they're saying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can go deep and say, okay, it gets in your spirit, but like I said, it depends on if you're a mature Christian.
Right.
Like if I drink milk, that's not really gonna grow me. Like I have to eat meat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it may not affect me as much as somebody else spiritually. If your spirit is strong, then it won't affect you because you know
Yeah.
that if he say I'm finna go knock somebody's head off, you're not finna go knock somebody's head off.
Exactly.
And that can't penetrate my spirit because I'm not finna go knock your head off.
Yeah.
So, but I listen because they may say they be having like hints of their faith in their music. I heard a line from a guy, and they basically say if I do it the church way, I won't make money, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So in my music, I'm gonna dispel that. So if he's shining, you know, then I feel like we have to show that you know we shining.
Right.
But we doing it for God. Like God doesn't call us to be poor, or He doesn't call us to be, you know, not have anything. You know, if it's ultimately His, then we all have to. Then He want us to be looking good, feeling good, and doing it for Him. You know.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. I don't boast in myself.
Mm-hmm.
I boast in the Lord. What God has given me and purposed us to do with Rapture Ready Productions, with Narrow Way, you know, with everything that we do as a whole functioning, it's all boasting in God. When you go back to the Bible, I was going to bring it back to the word, bro. You got a dude talking about, if I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven. What he was doing, I'm flexing. Because I'm saying, bro, if I'm for God and I'm a man of God and y'all all out here ain't, then prove to them that you called me to do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. So if I'm called to call down fire, that's what I'm called to do.
Just like David and Goliath.
Exactly.
I mean, they was repping on each other. If you listen to the convert between both of them, you know, Goliath was like, I'm a dog, I'm the strongest. And then David was saying, I'm going to slay you in the name of the Lord. Nobody is stronger than my God.
That's it.
So you had that back and forth. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.